the politics of boxing, it does get you down, you know what I mean? You promise big fight, it falls through, and I've just got to, like, I'm big with, like, the universe and stuff, you know, like, time and trying not to question things and just, like...
13th and final round, we're here with April Hunter. She's looking like she's locked in for the next fight already. Are we locked already?
Yeah, we'll get my eyes set on it anyways.
Yeah, it's nearly coming, right?
Yeah.
How's everything mentally in the preparation been? Not physically, we know that boxing's a physical thing, but mentally, how are you dealing with everything?
I think for me, the past 18 months have been like stead, stop, start, you know what I mean? I'm at box for 18 months now. I had that big win over Babo, and I was promised big fight, and it just fell through. Then I went over to fly to Canada, had an injury, that fell through, and then, but everything happens for a reason, you know what I mean? So I've got this big fight coming off in March, just waiting on the contracts coming over, and hopefully become unified world champion.
It's hard, isn't it? It's hard because a lot of these things are not in your control. Yeah.
Well, just like I'm saying, how did you find the way to motivate yourself to keep yourself going? Obviously, you're getting set back all the times.
For me, I think like getting up and going to the gym is just like natural. Like I wouldn't feel normal if I wasn't getting up and training, but it's the diet, you know. Like when you have a bad day, man. Like, I'm fat at the minute. I'm fit, but I'm fat. I'm fit, but I'm fat. But
I know all about that.
We all know about that.
It's hard getting the food right. That's the hardest bit for me. But getting up and training and learning and stuff, like I love boxing. I love everything about it. I love learning it, watching it, studying it. So for me that's easy.
I'm going to ask you off camera. I'm going to ask you a question after.
Fire it now.
No. Well, I'll say it now then. Okay, so I do nutrition for fighters. Have you ever had any help with nutrition?
I have. You know, Pete James Bell. He does a lot of the fighters. I think he does Lauren, and I get Pete in if it's a camp. But I'm at super well now, and I make it quite well. Well, I did then, but I'm heavier than I've been. So need to maybe get back on the Pete.
Yeah, because nutrition's a big part of it. I like 100%. A lot. I help a lot of fighters. Echo Estimate. Me and Johnny actually are about to launch a nutrition course. Me and Johnny Nelson are business partners. We're about to launch a nutrition company for fighters. I've decided that obviously my time is money, right? So I've been doing nutrition hands-on with fighters, but now we've got systems, and I've got my own media business, I've got my own staff where we can give video footage with a PDF, and they can watch the video, follow the PDF. So how I've been doing it is like, here's week 10's PDF, watch the video, follow it, then the week after you get week 9 and week 8, right down to 15 days, what to do now, and cut them all the way into the weight.
Well, I think it's like, you're like a car, aren't you? If you're putting the wrong shit in, you're not going to like get the best out of it. But that's where it's like, you're saying about motivating, and it's alright to go to the gym, but once you get a fight and it's locked in, you know exactly what you're working for, then that's it. Everything's weighed, it's monitored, what you're eating and
it's
stuff
purpose.
like that.
It's purpose.
It's got to be, innit? Like, especially at this level. I know this you should live the life all year round, but listen,
it's hard.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
that was his weakness.
But you know what? Most boxers, I'd say they do, full of shit, man, you know what I mean? She's undisputed champion. She doesn't live the life all year round, you know what I mean? So maybe she's setting a bad example of me, I don't know.
It's hard to do it all year round, though. You know what I mean? It's hard to all year round.
Humans that way.
Yeah.
Enjoying life.
Especially, you don't go out to drink, you don't really do anything. The only thing you enjoy is food.
Yeah.
That's it, that's what we can enjoy, can't we? So
what's your favourite food?
I love a Sunday roast, me, but like I'm bad for like crisps, pop, sweets, Chinese, Indians, the list goes on.
Well, wife knows what that's about as well. She knows.
That's it.
Yeah, food is my drug.
Yeah, 100%.
I've never been a big drinker or smoker and decide about food. I love food. When you go to my wife's country, she's from Bali, Indonesia.
Oh wow, you do the good stuff. You want the good shit.
She cooks at home. And I'm like, no Indonesian food to the weekends.
Yeah, you don't eat takeaways no.
I prefer her food and takeaways.
I know.
This is the true story though. His family's got a takeaway shop, an Indian takeaway.
Oh wow.
And he catches me out every time I order. He catches me out. He even called me out on social media, tag it and stuff.
I'd hate that, me. Imagine someone there. I'd be like, oh god, I've been sussed again.
Yeah, calling me out. No, John's a nutritionist. He's just ordered all this and he just puts it out online.
Makes sense.
Well, when nutritionist saying it, I'll do it.
Yeah, exactly. Lead by example.
Don't you wish sometimes you're like 6'5" could just be heavyweight, just box and just eat and
making weight isn't a thing then, is it?
Yeah. That's the hardest part, isn't it? The weight.
100%, I think.
Yeah, you know that more than anything.
Well, you do as well. You've done it yourself. You've been through it.
Now I'm enjoying good life now. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, Johnny Nelson said to me early on, "You want one more fight?" I said, "No, forget that. I like my food."
Yeah, I like my food too much. Yeah. That's it.
But except for the food, Are you happy with your life and where your life is at now? And boxing politics is boxing politics. So yeah, you're in a happy place. You're in a good place.
Yeah, it is. But the politics of boxing, it does get you down. You know what I mean? You promise big fight, it falls through, and I've just got to I'm big with the universe and stuff. You know, time and trying not to question things, and just hoping all this hardship I've been through is gets us to where I want to be, and trying not to question it. But it is sometimes it's easier said than done. You know what I mean? I'd be lying if I didn't have me down days like most people. So.
Yeah. It's good to be honest. I think, to be honest with you, when I came out of boxing, I thought it was just what boxing went through. But even in people what are in business, people in other,
everyone knows,
suffer, right?
You know what I mean? Us, it's pressure for a fight. Other people, it's I've got an interview, or you know what I mean? Just life in it.
It shapes you though. It gets you ready for bigger things. I'm a great believer in bigger the struggle, the bigger the manifest. Yeah.
The lower the lows, the higher the highs. You see,
exactly. I check up on all the fighters I work with. I always check up on them the day after. You know that high that they get, the day after that low.
It's in that high, you can't sleep the next day. You're like,
Kez last week. Kez, one of the fighters I worked with, he boxed in the zone last week and he got a draw, and he was on a high, but the day after he was down.
Listen, and that's one of the things with boxing as well. You get beaten, nobody wants to know you. That shit stage of rebuilding, that was really tough for me. You know what I mean? But it's like a mental battle, innit? But if you believe in it, you've got a vision in your head and you visualise it and you speak it, I do believe it will happen. So
I said,
learning, practicing to do that.
We just said that to Isaac, the same thing as well. I said, if you haven't, he laughed because he said, I'm discovering it now. When you're winning, the phone's texting, everyone
wants to know you.
When you got that blip, everyone does this. But that's good, right? Because you find out who's for you.
100%.
You shape your team. You understand what I mean? And you pull that in closer.
People don't forget it though, because even I get the rematch, I beat her. It's still that thing in it. Your zero's gone. You're not as precious to anyone. But listen, and then you just need that one big fight though, didn't you? Right place, right time, and happy days.
Ultimately, if you haven't discovered it already, I'm sure you have. It's always you against you. You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah, listen, I'm my biggest fan and my biggest enemy at the same time. You know what I mean? It's like your head. I'm a big thing though. I read now the power of now. And it's your thoughts on your realities. That thing when it says someone, you just need to that's not really me. Do you know what I mean? Try and.
Are you a bit of a perfectionist?
Massive. Put loads of pressure on myself and stuff like that. So.
And I'm guessing just from talking to you, you've got an addictive personality as well.
I have.
You're all in, all out, aren't you?
I'm either 100 in, 100 out. Listen, mate, I'm riddled with ADHD. Listen, 100%.
I'm the same as you.
I'm undiagnosed, right? And Savannah keeps saying, listen, all I want for Christmas is you to go and get a diagnosis. I'm like, I don't need a diagnosis.
You know.
I don't need
hear me.
And,
you hear me?
I don't want to take meds either, but she's trying to drug me up.
I knew I was ADHD for years, right? Because I sleep on 4 hours and I'm up. Sleep at midnight, I'm up by 4:30, 4 o'clock, and I'm on it, and I'm just on it, and I'm on 5-6 different businesses. So you just focus on one, I can't focus on one. I've got energy for it, and then I thought everyone else like me.
But then that's a mad thing for me though, but then if I'm focusing on too many things, I forget where I'm at. I lose things in that because it's I'm doing one thing, I'm doing the next, I'm doing one thing, and I'm doing the next. It's mad. You know what I mean? It's hard. A day in the life of my head is hard. You know what I mean?
I know exactly.
So what it is I watch you, you get up and you're just I'm I don't really know what I'm doing. I think the one thing is life shouldn't be this hard. You struggle doing things.
I was speaking to Tizzy Gallagher last week and she was saying the same thing. We had a really good conversation about it. In fact, I said, let's leave it there and just do a full podcast. I'm going to come and just speak for 2 hours. You know what I mean? Because people don't understand that ADHD is a superpower if you can use
100%, it. Yeah, if you can hyper-focus on training. Like I was saying, you're saying about motivation at the gym. I've got to go to the gym, otherwise I'm not right. You know what I mean? So
it keeps you just balanced on it.
Yeah, boxing saved my life 1,000,000%. So for boxing, I'd be in a terrible place.
We don't want you to miss the next fight. Lauren Price is
Yes, I know. Let's go watch.
Yeah, let's go watch that. This has been good.
Yeah, that's a lovely week, lads.
13th and final round. Hit that subscribe button, man. Come on.